Do we live in the Matrix? All right, what do we got here?
Tests could reveal whether we are part of a giant computer simulation. But the real question is if we want to know. Hey, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's kind of just like what it was in the Matrix. He was like, this is going to be tough. Do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill?
All right, hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of I Don't Have Time to Google That Shit.
Yep.
So you guys probably know the deal by now, but if anybody is new, I'm Kelly. This is Jonas.
What's up?
This is our trusty keyboard slapstick. What is it, Slappy?
Slappy.
All right, we got Slappy the keyboard here. Yeah, so here's how the show works. You guys email in your questions to searchthatshit@gmail.com. You know, things you don't have time to Google. You send them on over because we do have the time to Google it.
We do.
And if your question doesn't blow, we will read it off. We will answer it live on air. So, boom. That's how it works. So, yeah, what's going on with you, man? What's up?
You know, here we are. We're still doing the quarantine thing. Who knows how long this is going to last?
Forever,
we
maybe.
hope you guys are being safe out there. It got me to thinking the other day that I'm glad I'm not really active on social media. I mean, I peruse plenty of things all the time on the internet, but I don't have like a Facebook or an Instagram or a Twitter or any of those things.
Crazy.
And I'm glad I don't in this time because some people are out there doing things and, you know, I know it's become like an acronym now, but there is that fear of missing out thing, like FOMO.
Oh, shit.
Have you guys heard FOMO before?
Oh, yeah, everyone knows FOMO, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like people are posting photos of like.
Yeah, you know, some people are having still more social lives. Maybe they're having like 10 people over for a party, and I'm like, but I'm quarantining. Fuck you, assholes.
Yeah. Are people having like people over their house and stuff already?
I mean, I think occasionally. You know, it's been so long. People crave human connection. One of my friends I heard about just recently had like, you know, a small gathering, but like 10 people over who were like, fuck it, I don't care. I want to come hang out on Saturday like we used to. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because, but like they, you know, if you've been quarantining long enough, like we've been quarantining long enough that we know we don't have it. Yeah. And if they are too, and these people are too, actually, it doesn't.
So as long as you're joining in a way that is like, you know, you're not touching a bunch of random strangers' faces on the way to your friend's house.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're two quarantined people coming together to co-quarantine.
Yeah, as long as you're not like, you know, drinking beer out of the like playing flip cup or some shit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, don't engage in a lot of swapping of spit if you can avoid it.
But if this happened, though, when we were in college, I would have just said, fuck it.
Oh, without a doubt.
At least to, like, go to parties. Not like, you know, the kids going out of town for spring break. Remember that when it was first happening?
Yeah. Yeah, no. It would more just be like, bro, you live 3 streets away. Yeah, I'm coming to your house, and we're going to hang out tonight. Yeah, exactly.
We're doing it.
It's funny, though, because, like, this self-quarantine thing, like, I gather some people are having a tough time with it, but as social of a guy as I am, I tend to keep to myself most of the time otherwise. So, like, it hasn't really been an issue at all. But I do remember before this all happened, I was talking with my sister, Tess. She has a great podcast, too, guys. You should check it out sometime, called The Tess Sullivan Show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But, yeah, we were both talking about FOMO and joking that like I don't as much have FOMO as I have pine eye. And then I was like, what's pine eye? And she said, pissed I'm not invited. So it's like I actually am cool with missing out, but you better invite me.
Yeah,
It's It should be my choice to miss out.
Hashtag
not
ℍ𝕠𝕚.
You guys, you know.
Did she get that from somewhere, or did she just make that up?
She just said, pissed I'm not invited, and I said, ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕚.
Nice. That's going places.
Yeah, so it's like, I want ℍ𝕠𝕚, not... No, wait, the other way around. I want FOMO, not ℍ𝕠𝕚.
Yeah. Yeah, because FOMO, you were invited?
FOMO is you... Yeah. Well, who knows? This is getting...
Yeah, regardless.
Let's get into the questions.
Yeah, let's get into the questions. Let's do it.
It's question time now. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Sometimes our, security is checking on us.
Yeah, you never know.
All right. So, today's first question, and guys, we're really so happy that you keep sending them in.
I know. We've been getting tons of questions. Thanks, guys. Keep those coming. And a lot of them don't blow.
It's true.
I mean, a lot of them are really good.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not only don't blow.
We've learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah. All right, what do we got?
Hello, guys. Just writing in because my work computer has banned Google and other time-wasting sites in our office. So I need you to Google for me. I actually have heard of that before. Like, you can't go on Facebook at work or something, like, because they know that people will, like, waste their time when they're
I've heard the Facebook one, but but Google?
Who knows? Maybe this guy works at, like, a very busy place.
Yeah, well, they already know
everything. When you don't need Google. All right. So he says, I recently watched The Matrix for the first time with my son. What an amazing film. I have to admit, though, it's lingering with me. The way everyone behaves in our office building is so eerily similar in a creepy way to me this past week. So my question is, how do I know I'm not living in the Matrix? Damn.
Whoa. Deep question. You think Google's gonna... he's asking some deep stuff for us in Google right now.
That's true. That is a great film, though. I'm glad that you finally came around to it. It does. I think it holds up. I recently rewatched The Matrix, and I was like, this is still a good movie.
Oh, absolutely. When I first saw that, it was mind-blowing.
Truly.
When was that? 1999?
I think you nailed it.
I think it was 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to see it in the theater.
Yeah, I must have been like 13 or 14 or something.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the perfect age to, like, just love the action and kind of understand the story, but still be, like, mind-blown, and then have somebody explain it to me afterwards, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's even better than I thought. Like, it was, like, a crazy movie.
And a game changer for CGI and cinematography and action movies. They're still doing all those tricks.
Yeah,
that were pioneered by the Wachowski brothers.
Created back then. Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible.
All right, so wait, so how does he know he's not in a simulation?
Yeah. Well, there you go. This has been, I feel like, in the news a lot lately over the past couple of years because scientists and things are, speculating with multiple dimensions, and
some people think we are in a simulation.
They think we are it's kind of, you can't rule it out that a certain civilization could have created us. What?
I feel like you can rule it out.
How?
Because we're on Earth, right? Like what? So Earth isn't real either.
Well, but everything that we take, I think the point of it is that everything that we take in is all perceived by our brain. And we have 5 rudimentary senses. Our eyes can't see all of the light. Our nose can't smell all of the smells. Our taste can't taste all of the tastes. And our touch can only touch physical things. I can't grab radio waves or TV waves. But we believe in radio waves and TV waves. It's like your brain is processing the data around you and creating your reality. And so in that sense, you don't know who created this reality that your brain is perceiving. Crazy. I'm already getting tangled up in my head now.
That's interesting. I never thought of that. Kind of like the the Truman Show almost. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
So remember, like, he's in this, fake environment, and then eventually he goes to where, he's going to explore, and he hits a wall.
Gets to the edge.
So in this example is space not real, and we go to space and we hit a wall sort of thing?
I think that's the idea. We're under the impression that our universe is endless, and we live on this one little speck in it, when in actuality it might be all just created for us. And that we haven't hit the wall yet.
Oh, gotcha. So
we have enough
the wall's
to explore
out there,
in here, but eventually we are.
You know what? That would actually make a lot of sense, because we can't get to
we can't even get to Mars yet.
Yeah.
And the next nearest.
Damn. So
the next nearest star is, I don't know, very, 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 very far away.
So somewhere between, and I don't even know if this is a theory that they're saying, but somewhere, because we've been to the moon. I think we've been to the moon.
We've definitely been to the
moon. But beyond that, even 100,000 times the distance between Earth to the moon, past the moon, there is a wall somewhere that's just showing stars.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, there you go. But no, I would even push it further and say that the entire known universe is still within.
Oh, so you're saying what we believe exists does exist, but even all that is in a...
Yeah.
Holy
so it's
shit.
Try your best to sail to the end. We can't even get to Mars. It's funny. Good comedian Dan Soder talked about our space travel capabilities and people getting excited about our space traveling prowess because we've been to the moon and we're sending satellites. It's going to the moon is the equivalent of driving to the end of your driveway and smacking the mailbox and coming back. We haven't gone anywhere.
Good point.
But we're getting there, man.
But also we had never been to that mailbox before.
That's true. No, and it was an incredible scientific feat.
Oh, incredible. And so long ago with such little technology. It's a effing miracle.
Yeah.
I don't know why I bleeped myself.
So now it's Elon Musk's job to take us to Mars. He's taking it upon himself.
Dude, Elon is something else. Crazy.
It sounds like we're going to have him pop up here in various topics on the show, because I feel like we did talk about him
a week
ago or something. He's an endlessly interesting fellow, so.
He is. He's got a lot going on.
But yeah, so let's look at...
what do we got? So
let's Google, do we live in a simulation? Let's get back to this Matrix thing.
All right. Do we live in the Matrix? All right, what do we got here?
Tests could reveal whether we are part of a giant computer simulation. But the real question is if we want to know. Hey, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's kind of just like what it was in the Matrix. He was like, this is going to be tough. Do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill?
That's true. You can
the blue pill,
about
you'll wake
this.
up in your bed. You'll believe whatever you want to believe. The red pill.
It is. I mean, that was such a good scene because it is. It's I don't know. I might choose to just go back.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's true.
I guess I don't know. I was gonna say the noble thing is to stay and know it and try to, but he was trying to save the world though. So if he didn't do it, wouldn't the world that existed not exist?
Yeah. It was
but at least he would die and not know that he was responsible.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
He would go back and they imply that he's just going to live a long, happy life and then die of old age. But in reality, he might just go back and then it all just dies.
Right. Yeah. Because eventually those robots were going to run out. But it is true though. Think about this. If you were told convincingly that the world you're living in is completely created by software and your actual body is in a pod and they're using your body for its internal electricity BTUs, would you be able to continue living your life knowing that it was completely fake? Or would that nag at you and you'd be like, but I gotta get out of my pod?
But I thought they would clear his memory in this scenario.
Oh, that's true.
I think they're like, you wouldn't know any of this.
Yeah, that's
you just
true.
Go back to... I think that's what it was.
No, it definitely was.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
It definitely was. I guess I was just asking you that.
Oh,
personally.
Yeah. Oh, could I...
Could you reconcile living your life knowing that this was all a simulation?
No, you couldn't go back to living normal life.
It's got to be so weird. Like, that's a true mind fuck. You know, people like to throw that term around, but it's like, that's a situation where you'd be like, I'm going to have a fucking nervous breakdown because nothing makes sense anymore.
Oh, exactly. I mean... Yeah, nothing would, you would stop eating. You'd be like, well, food doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Is my girlfriend, like.
Yeah, she's not real.
I guess Rick and Morty is tackling these kind of things, saying like, it doesn't matter if there's other versions of reality. Enjoy the one you're in. Unless it sucks. Don't try to get out of it.
I know. When, I was going to just talk about an episode of Rick and Morty, but
hey,
I could
people
do that
love Rick and Morty. I'm sure.
Oh, Rick and
sure they know.
It's the best show. But all right, what are we
all right, so
here?
We're looking up reasons if we live in the Matrix or not. Scroll down. Let's see. I feel like something might have popped out here. A little further, I think.
Let's see. Learning the truth.
There was
Matrix revealed.
All right, let's skip that one. Let's type in reasons we might live in a simulation.
All
right. Oh, and look at this.
Boom.
They actually cite the Matrix. Are we, like Neo, living in a Matrix-like computer simulation of reality created by more advanced, possibly post-human beings? Yeah, because a lot of people think that the AI that we're on the verge of creating could be the kind of thing that we are already, and we just don't know it. Like,
I mean, I have to, I think of myself as a relatively intelligent guy who isn't good at reading or spelling, but you see me misspell a lot of things.
Those don't reflect intelligence.
But I mean, I have to admit, I can't really wrap my head around it,
That's the biggest problem.
I don't really understand. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
I definitely don't either, but I love exploring it. Because the same way that people believe in God, man. It's like, it's true. If you could believe God created this, why can't you believe a being named Joe created this? Could just be Joe.
Could be Joe. But I mean that's part of the I feel like the fact that there's no explanation for like the Big Bang and how all this started.
Yeah.
Maybe does spearhead a lot of this stuff because they're like
something happened.
Yeah, like this world, the world we're living in cannot be explained away. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like that may be a hint of, so let's look for some other possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But like...
Well, yeah, we're endlessly trying to figure out our source code. We want to know where we came from. And we're so smart now, and we've developed, between physics and mathematics, we've developed so much understanding of the inner workings of our actual, real, tangible universe that we can't stop. We're like, but where does it all start? How does it all come together? Why are we here?
No, it's true. There's such a...
People are listening right now. We're talking to each other, but none of us have any fucking idea why we're on this rock hurtling through space at hundreds of thousands of miles an hour.
It's true. Like, I mean, that's religion in a whole, too, is the why part.
Yeah.
Which is such an integral... Like, we refuse to just ignore the why, which is interesting. It's like a human trait. Well, at least the trait that was given to us in this simulation that we're currently in.
Yeah, yeah.
But one part of the simulation that I think does make sense is the ability of math to explain a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like a lot of things that
have
we are existing can be explained with math. And if that's the case, you could argue that it's because it was all coded by somebody.
Grand design, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, why is this? Because this math equation, it's like, well, that shouldn't work.
Think about it like this too. Like, so, you know, nowadays video games are getting incredibly advanced. So let's just say the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto for PS5. There's lots of, I think the kids call them NPCs, non-playable characters. Mm-hmm. If you could apply AI, which we are developing and are going to be able to do, to a non-playable character in Grand Theft Auto, could that character believe he's alive in that world, just like we do? And could he ever find out that he's in a video game and he was created
Interesting. I never thought about
by
that.
The people over at, I don't know which studio creates that game, but you get my point. They would essentially be the gods of that non-playable character who's there to go, hey, get in here. You gotta get some guns and go chase the cops.
Yeah, wow. And we're all just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So not just Earth, but our entire universe could be a video game.
Created by something else.
Created by something that created, something so powerful that created 100,000 of these things. Because that's a theory too. Is the multiple universe theory?
Everything that could ever happen has and is happening.
Again,
it makes no sense.
That makes no sense.
But the math proves these theories. That's the only thing that ties it together.
And that's
like according to these equations, it means not only is Earth and me and you happening, but every possible thing that could ever happen is also happening.
I do not pay attention in math class enough to know.
People are driving right now. Pull over before you just like freak out and drive into a wall.
Yeah, it's like nothing fucking matters anymore, man.
Well, yeah. So I do believe that it is a thing that there's no way, or seemingly, who knows, but it feels like there's no way we can ever know.
No, and I mean, as far as I feel like you don't want to be on the wrong side of that, you know? It's all just a simulation, so I don't have to give a shit about anything. No. You know, it's like, let's all just pretend that that's not real, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean like, ignorance is bliss, but maybe I am saying that.
I wouldn't want to apply a nihilistic or anarchic philosophy to it, because that's bad. Like, whether this world is a simulation created by a video game developer, you should still be good in it, because clearly there's ramifications.
Yeah, let's win the game still,
Let's win the game.
Yeah, it's a good
That's
point.
a really good...
Yeah. And let's not just blow up the game and see what happens, because...
And let's be honest, the game is really great. There's a lot of good things happening in this game. I don't need to get out of it.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
I get to have sex. I get to smoke weed. I get to watch amazing movies and listen to incredible music. Yeah. This is a good game.
And then start over.
Yeah.
Sex, weed, movies, games. Sex, weed, movies, games. I mean, that's basically a beautiful life.
But I will say, tangentially, another interesting thing that's going to be happening in this world because of... Well, not because of... There's multiple people working on this, but have you heard of... one of Elon Musk's endeavors is like they're developing this thing called a Neuralink. So it's like they're going to drill...
I think I have heard that. I heard him talking about it on Joe Rogan, I think.
Oh, yeah. So like basically you're going to drill like a 1/2 inch wide hole in your skull, and they're going to replace that skull with that little hole with a plug that is meant to connect to all of the neurons in your brain.
Crazy.
And
seemingly, seemingly like a computer chip that connects to the internet, right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like upgrading your brain, and like with this interface, they'll be able to map errors in your brain. So like people who've had strokes and can't speak or walk anymore.
Wow.
That thing could fix it. I don't know about this stuff. I just know this is what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but that's what they're saying. A blind person
can see again.
That's incredible. And we don't even know that much about the brain.
Paralyzed but like haven't lost their limbs will be able to potentially walk again and stuff.
That is unbelievable.
But the ramifications go way further. Like they think, or Elon thinks that, people will be able to telepathically speak, that we'll have access to way more knowledge on command. Our memories will be video crisp. Like you can literally go back in your memory and like watch what your eyeballs saw on that day in 1999. We could go watch The Matrix for the first time again with our younger selves.
Whoa, that'd be awesome.
But also so crazy. What is going on?
I gotta tell you, I'm going to take a stance and be very anti this, and I'll tell you why. For one major reason. If you can Google just by thinking, we don't have a podcast. There's no reason.
We have a horse in this race, people.
Yeah, there's no reason for somebody to send their questions. I don't think you should do that. You'll be able to get Googled too quick, and
what are we going to
do? You guys aren't thinking about us. Elon's not thinking about us. Jesus, how are we supposed to make a cash money?
All right, so I guess the ultimate point is there's almost no way to know you're in a matrix or not, but do the best you can inside the matrix if it is.
Yeah, you're not. And if you are, pretend you're not. Like, don't worry about it. Live this game. Be good at this game, even if you're in a game.
Yeah.
We got deep in this one.
Be like Joe Pantoliano in The Matrix, where he's in there eating the steak, and he's like, I know that it's the Matrix telling me that this steak is delicious and juicy and rare, and I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I've learned? Ignorance is bliss. And, yeah. Anyway, thanks for the question.
That one got deep.
That one did get deep. All right. On to the next one, shall we?
Let's do it. Bring it up. I'll clear the Google. Right. What do we got going here?
So right now, we have got...
All right.
Hey, guys. I recently found your show, and I'm loving it. Hey, thanks. Already binged through 6 episodes, and I'm in need of more. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 18 years old, graduating next month, and interested in taking a gap year next year to travel and figure out what I want to do with my life. The thing is, I don't know where to start. I have a bit of money saved, and I should make some more from graduation, but ideally, I'd like to travel on the cheap. Any tips for where to go or websites to find cheap flights or accommodations? Thanks for your help. Caleb from Seattle. Thanks,
Sweet.
Caleb.
Good question, Caleb. Well, yeah, I feel like I do have some advice. I've traveled a fair bit and on the super cheap.
That's true, yeah.
And on the super cheap.
You wrote into the right podcast for this one because this man has been around and not on a high budget.
Yeah, no, seriously. When I was in India, we were living much cheaper than the local Indian people, trust me.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's really saying something.
It was. I basically ate I didn't have money. I mean, ideally I would have. But I was in India with no money.
You weren't making a statement like I could live cheaper than you guys.
No, I wasn't doing like a, I don't know, $1 a day blog or some shit. I was like, I have $1 and today's the day.
I'll have a banana.
So yeah, I'd get 2 bananas, some peanut butter, some honey. And that would basically be the day of food. I was staying in a cheap ashram, and I'd get some cookies, but that'd be about $1.
I wish I could just be a fly on the wall for while you were out there.
Oh, there were plenty of flies. Dude, there were so many flies. Not many walls.
Maybe when the Neuralink happens, I can get in one of those flies' brains and watch you in the past.
Oh, that would be
anyway.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, good on you for having money saved when you're 18. You are...
Seriously?
What? You are doing some good shit, saving your money. I was broke when I was 18. But, and then not going off to college, want to do like a gap year traveling. Again,
the smartest
good
idea.
on you.
Because once you get going at college, it's usually just it's like a high-speed track. You just go.
Exactly.
And then you get out and you get a job and you're like, wait, I wanted to enjoy my youth a little bit more.
It's true. It like makes, you want to go to college.
Of course.
To just
it's
party with your friends and be independent for the first time in your life, Oh, yeah, I meant that route, but...
As my sister says, yay, college, no parents.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have that experience.
Yep, exactly. But, I would tell you, first off, skyscanner.com is quite possibly one of the best travel websites I've ever seen. And the reason is that you can... You don't, like, usually you go on a website and you search, I'm flying out of this airport, I'm going to this airport, and on what date you're flying. But Skyscanner lets you choose what airport you're flying out on. You can choose nothing for destination. It will just show you the cheapest ones.
Oh, wow.
And for when, it will show you the cheapest times. The cheapest, like, time of the month, day of the week, time of the year. So you can choose, all right, I live in, I would choose like Logan Airport in Boston. I'm flying out of Logan. I'm going to ? When I'm going ? And it will say like, these are the top 10 cheapest places to travel from Logan. You can still do like round trip ticket.
Nice.
And when it'll be like, this month is expensive, this month's cheap. And on this day of this week in that month is the cheapest. I'm telling you, it's like once you go on this site, it's like. I mean,
that's especially great because if you're doing like you did, and you're gonna go on a trip in Southeast Asia where the American dollar runs a longer way, a lot of times your flight is the most expensive part of your trip, right?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Like if you have enough for the flight. And you go to the Philippines or Indonesia or Cambodia, you're probably going to do all right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm actually only speaking because he's already told me
some of this
is true.
No, so we went to Cambodia, Thailand, Bali.
Nice.
Oh, geez, Vietnam. I don't know, all over there. India, not the Philippines. I do want to go to the Philippines, but yeah, I would retire. I want to retire in like Thailand. It was so beautiful, so cheap. That's awesome. And just slightly off the beaten path. Like the places we were going when you go to these places, like the top tourist destinations, it is a bit like touristy and people like, hassling you for, do you want to buy this for me? Do you want to buy this for me? Yeah. And it's like, it gets a bit much. It does. Cause they're overcharging you and they know, you stand out. Me walking down the street in Thailand, I stand out pretty bad. But like in Thailand, like in like a local community that's not tourist, it's probably the cheapest, most beautiful places, I can't even imagine. And the tourists, they fuck up the beaches and stuff. Like, do you remember the beautiful beach from the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
We almost went there in Thailand, except they said it's so unrecognizable and trash and shit that you shouldn't ever go anymore. Because after that movie, all the tourists went there and now it's just like a pile of trash.
Oh, what a sad thing.
Yeah, what
Danny
the
Boyle,
fuck?
It's your fault.
Yeah.
No.
Was that the name of his character?
That was... Oh, no, that's the guy who directed the movie.
Oh, all right, nice. Yeah, his location scout.
Yeah, his location
Fuck you, location scout.
That was such a beautiful place,
it was unbelievable.
Too. That's so sad. I hope it recovers. But you're right, man. Once something catches on, everybody goes and fucks it up.
Yeah, like people with money go and fuck it up and then leave. They don't have to worry about it. They leave all their
solo cups and fucking shit
exactly.
around.
It's crazy, but yeah, I think you're on the right track. Go travel a little bit.
Try to find places where the U.S. dollar is favorable in the transaction rate. Definitely, I feel like that's a big benefit.
And you know what? Europe you can do on the cheap too, because you can get a cheap flight to somewhere in Europe.
Yeah. get a rail pass and stay at hostels or what have you.
Yeah, like exactly. Yeah, Skyscanner, get the cheapest flight to Europe, and then you can.
Once you're in there, you're close to everything. It's like
super cheap to travel within it. I mean, not the best time to travel, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, good point. I hope you get to have your gap year the way you want it, man. This is a tough time.
Your gap year is going to be fucking sitting in the basement playing Call of Duty with your friends, talking about your new Twitch channel that has 3 people. All right, well, I'm not trying to paint a miserable picture here, but
we're shitting all over his dreams.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be 2 gap years. Gap year it up, sit in the basement. Year 1.
There's really nothing wrong with 2 gap years, especially right now with all this shit going on.
No, year 1, you walk downstairs, sit in front of the TV. Play Call of Duty. Try to get really good at Call of Duty because you can make money playing that.
That's true.
Professionally.
Esports. As
on a previous question in one of our episodes. But do that for a year. And then, I don't know why I'm telling this guy year to year what to do. But then next year, hopefully this all goes away and then walk back up the stairs and fly around the world.
There you go.
Fly. And then all the stimulus money that your parents are getting, make sure that you take a little bit of that.
Toss you a little dividend.
Yeah. Toss you a little stimuli.
Although if he's 18, maybe he's qualifying. Save that money for your trip, man.
That's true. Yeah, good job in saving some money. All right, hope that helped.
Yeah. Traveling the world on the cheap.
All right, cool. Let's go with the next question. Let's do it.
So here we go. Hello there. My boyfriend and I are loving the show. Thanks. So we got into a fight about a fashion TV show yesterday, and I told him I would email in my question. That's awesome. Gotta love when a fight results in them reaching out to us.
We will resolve all fights.
We will.
You guys fight, we'll clean it up.
All right, so here it is. What the heck is up with high fashion? Is anyone wearing this shit?
What the hell is up with high fashion?
Like really, half of them look like clothes for the homeless. Not that there's anything wrong with what homeless people wear. I like the clarification. But really, the stuff on the runway, does anyone actually wear it? Is it for sale? Thanks so much, guys. My boyfriend's going to freak if my question gets on the show. Arika from Minnesota. All right.
Nice. Thanks, Arika.
You're on the show.
Yeah, you're on the show. All right. We got to resolve this fight. Well, she didn't really say who had what side. Which actually was smart because I would have taken a side immediately.
That's true. Yeah. Good point.
But no, this is a good question. Have you seen the high fashion?
Yeah.
It's
here
insane.
And there in my life, I've encountered pictures of Fashion Week and the designers are parading the models in clothes no one would ever wear.
No one would ever
anywhere. Not even really Zoolander. Even in Zoolander, they were still wearing clothes that just were extra rock star level clothes.
Yeah.
But some of these
kick-ass tuxes and stuff.
Yeah.
Why is high fashion not a extremely nice tuxedo with made of I don't know, silk and leather and looking
it's got nice
sharp
lines,
and why are they all
here and there
wearing fucking trash bags and marshmallows and shit? It doesn't make sense. The question is so true.
Yeah. No,
it doesn't make any sense.
I've definitely seen some weird stuff
where figure this out.
It looks like people are, like you said, trash bags or balloons on their body. Right. Or then sometimes they'll just be totally naked, but a string across their chest. And it's what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to wear that next time.
All right. This actually seems like
string.
Seems like a good article. So I Googled why are fashion shows so shitty?
Filled with unwearable garments.
Yeah, perfect. So this says, have you ever watched a fashion show and wondered who those garments are targeting? Why they're all seemingly unwearable and thought this was ridiculous?
Yes, we have.
You're damn right. I think I found the right article. Isn't it nice when you actually do find the article you're looking for?
Great.
this person says, I live in a world of fashion. I love fashion, work in fashion, spend a lot of time looking at fashion, reading about fashion, thinking about fashion.
All right. She's a fashionista.
Clearly saying the word fashion a lot. I like to talk about fashion and believe my friends and relatives are usually okay with this. Some of them have an interest in it. But every time I show pictures from the catwalk comes a sentence I basically cannot avoid. Somebody saying, this is unwearable.
Yep.
And it's 100% true. First of all, it means something awful for the fashion industry as it underlines its terrible inability to communicate with the customers. That's a good point. If everyone's saying this shit sucks, at some point they might be right. Yeah. Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're trying to sell clothes. These designers are trying to sell clothes.
I mean, are they though? Like, I can't even figure it out because it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
Like the person naked with the string. Like you don't find the string at Old Navy and say, "Ooh, that's that naked with the string I saw." You know, how much is the string? Oh, the string is $12,000.
I guess the only thing I've never followed through the through line because it's like what Dolce and Gabbana. They have stores you can walk in and you can buy clothes, and but when they do a fashion show, the clothes that those models are wearing is like. Yeah. So different.
And it's not the same, yeah. All right, this person seems to be getting to the point, though. Let me see. We're talking about high creative fashion made by designers usually marked as luxury goods, not casual everyday fashion. Well, yeah, I know it's not everyday fashion, but is anyone actually buying them?
Oh, there we go. Actually... Those bizarre pieces you see on the runway will never end up in boutiques and department stores. But when they are showcased then, and why are we spending so much on showing someone something that must, by any logic, be completely unprofitable? All right, where is this going?
All right, let's see.
I think the overall idea is that...
Oh, this is it. Sorry. All right, so they go on to explain that fashion is not only about looking good, it's also art. Okay, so that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
Like an artist's painting is $5 million when it could be just like something splatted against
right, like a Jackson Pollock painting or Mark Rothko or some other abstract artist. Yeah, I think I had a girlfriend once who was trying to explain it to me that way, that like some of the stuff they do on the runway is not going to be the stuff they're selling in their lines that season in their stores, but it's kind of the abstract inspiration for the clothes they're going to make that are wearable clothes.
Oh, interesting.
So when she's wearing a trash bag and a string and she's got space boots on her feet, they're going to sell kind of big boots and kind of bulky stuff.
Oh, damn. That makes a lot of sense,
But that was like the most
actually.
extreme version of it. It was like this.
So
like, this is the direction we're heading, and now we're going to...
So it's almost like the feeling you get... Or not feeling, but yeah, like kind of, artistic direction.
Kind of, yeah. You're like, I'm going to feel big up top, big boots, and kind of tight in the middle, so they go crazy when it's on the catwalk.
That does make sense. But check this one out.
Oh, my Lord. Guys,
right, can you describe that?
See this, she looks like a chess piece. She looks like a pawn. There's no sleeves. She's wearing a bulbous, nebulous cloud costume, and her arms are not coming out of it. Her head's just popping out the top.
Her head is popping out the top, and her feet are popping out the bottom. And she's got stupid-ass hair on. And, yeah, she looks like a fucking idiot. She looks like a marshmallow idiot.
Starbucks. Can I get a latte? Like, where am I going to put it? You don't have arms right now.
Oh, yeah.
They just pour it in the top neck hole.
Seriously,
I guess enjoy. What's your name again?
All right, here's this other article I found. So it doesn't say a whole lot, but it does say that some Gucci cotton tees are $950.
Lovely.
And not like, and it's like, you think to yourself, all right, well, somebody will spend $950 for, well, people with shitloads of money will spend it on practically anything, but like we're not talking about a nice like scaling up in like something different. Like, all right, I have this kind of jacket. I'm going to get this really nice jacket that's even nicer. We're talking about cotton t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same.
A cotton t-shirt can be made better, sewn better.
It fucking better be.
And last longer, but never that much. I reckon that if you want to be the kind of person who, has a t-shirt that lasts a couple years and never gets a bacon collar or fits wrong after it's been washed a couple of times, what would you say? $60 max.
For what, like a
for a
nice
t-shirt?
t-shirt?
For a nice
I've
t-shirt.
paid, I think I paid $50 for a t-shirt once. I still have it. I like it.
Wow. Well, there you go.
But yeah.
But still.
Yeah, it was, I can't even believe I did it. Like, I still think about it when I wear the shirt.
The thing is, like, that shirt better be like the shirt you're wearing too. Because if it's an undershirt, you're a fucking idiot. Just buy Hanes.
Oh yeah.
And when they get old, buy more Hanes. But if it's like you're a hip hop artist and your look is a t-shirt and jeans, you want that t-shirt to be, top notch.
No,
$50. That should be the max. $900 t-shirt.
$950 and it says specific. Like, I would immediately assume, all right, well, if it's a t-shirt, it's got to be made out of this like unbelievable material.
Yeah.
And like, forged from this material that you can only find in
Mordor.
in the tallest, in this small little particular cave that has the perfect, all this stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's a cotton t-shirt.
Same cotton.
Yeah, no cotton. What's this made out of? Cotton. The same cotton.
Same cotton. You could get 6 of these t-shirts for $9 at Walmart.
Yeah, that's the part that doesn't make any sense to me. But oh man. All right. Well, I gotta say that. Your point about the things that go down the runway being like inspiration for the actual line that becomes in stores.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. It actually makes a lot of sense, and I actually feel like I don't know. Maybe I was
maybe next runway show you'll have a different appreciation.
Absolutely.
That lady in the bulbous thing though looked like an idiot.
Oh yeah. I mean, that doesn't
in your
translate to
defense.
anything.
In your defense, that didn't make no sense.
But wait, but given that this is a fact, wouldn't you, as somebody watching this, like, they can be way more relatable to the normal person if they did this and were
connected
and was showing, what the stuff that you could buy with the inspiration that came from this, what it would look like when you buy it. Because I would be like, oh man, I could get that. That would make me, it would bring it into perspective a little more.
Yeah.
Because clearly people don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing enough to explain this.
Yeah, I wonder if that's even on purpose. It does seem like a kind of elitist world.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to get it. Yeah. Get out of here unless you're buying a $900 t-shirt.
Exactly. But I mean, that's art almost. Like, if you are the second I read that they were classifying it as art. I mean, I know fashion's art. I'm not saying like this is the first time I've ever heard this.
Right.
I know a good fashion person knows much more than I do about it.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of creativity in creating clothes for sure.
Yeah, but that immediately took me to like a painting or like sculptures. Like, there was this one sculpture. Remember, it was like, I think it was last year. It was a banana. The sculpture was.
Oh yeah, you just taped it.
He taped a banana to the wall.
Yeah.
And then I think he sold it for like, I don't know, $100,000 or something. And it went bad. The banana, banana went bad. It was a fucking banana. It wasn't a plastic banana. It was it was an actual banana.
I crossed the line a while ago, but the biggest thing that people who don't understand art in general, which is fine, I don't understand baseball. I understand how the game works, but I don't understand wanting to watch baseball. fucking boring as hell.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, a lot of things in the art world that you make fun of and say, my kid could draw that, or that's stupid. The whole idea is it's intended to make you think, you know? You're not just supposed to go look at, like, so much of the art that people consider great, it's like the Mona Lisa. And like, wow, look at that. He painted that lady. It's really realistic. Like, you don't have a thought there. Whereas the guy who taped the banana to the wall, you're stopping and thinking. And to me, that's the point of art. It's supposed to make you stop and think and maybe change your line of thought or your perspective on something in some way.
No, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, well...
Because there's not a lot of things in your day-to-day life that actually make you stop and think. You're like, that's a street light. That's where I work. I'm going to get a burger. I'm going to go home.
That's true.
Watch my show. Based
on that, yep, I feel like our podcast is art in that respect. We're taking the time to...
I'll take it.
You know what I mean? But But like stopping for a second and you know, discussing something that is worthy of discussion.
Yeah. Yeah, coming at things from different angles. We both thought high fashion was the dumbest shit we'd ever seen.
Yeah. But no, it's interesting. But I have to tell you, I Googled it while you were saying that.
Okay.
I can buy this right now. I can buy it with my PayPal account.
What?
Ben Will Studio. I can buy a rotten banana duct taped to a wall.
For $150,000.
And 1 cent. $150,000 and 1 cent. Shipping will be calculated at checkout. It says this does not include shipping.
We're looking at a moldy, rotten banana.
At one time, and this is so funny because I assumed some jackass bought it. But he's still, like, isn't this is to date, it seems.
Yeah.
It seems like I can right now buy a banana duct tape to... Although, I suppose I can buy any banana duct tape to a wall for...
Yeah.
I can buy a lot of bananas duct tape to... You know what?
Let's just go duct tape a banana to the wall and save $150,000.
Yeah, we'll sell ours for 70... We'll put it in the exact same angle. And we'll sell it for $75,000. Half the price. Half off. For no reason.
Customers who viewed this page also bought, and then it's our banana for $20.
It's all different bananas duct taped to different walls.
We have plantains duct taped to the wall. We have clementines duct taped to the wall.
Oh my god! Screw the podcast.
We duct taped the duct tape roll to the wall.
Yeah.
Next level.
Whoa! See, that's some thought.
No, it is.
That actually is far more thought than a banana, if I'm being honest. Well, I'm sure he has a story behind it.
Yeah.
But duct tape to a wall. Dude, I'd pay hundreds of thousands.
Honestly,
it doesn't even go bad. First of all, it's not perishable.
We should start going to some art galleries around here, like specifically like at art schools. Well, when we can do that again. But it's really fun to see the things that college students are coming up with because they're usually trying to be aggressive, and some of them are really good. Some of them are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'd like to try to do some like abstract art. That'd be fun. Just throwing shit against the wall and charging high prices.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I feel like
sweet, yeah.
Another great episode. Really good questions.
Cool, yeah. So, guys, we get your questions when you email them in to searchthatshit@gmail.com.
Yes, we do.
SHIT. There's no asterisks in that. Searchthatshit@gmail.com. If your question doesn't suck, it'll make it on air. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the show, please leave us a review. We really appreciate that. Please. It goes a long way. Like, we really, really appreciate it. And yeah, if you hated the podcast, send us an email. Don't make a review.
Yeah.
Reviews
Emails for bad, reviews for good.
You hated it, email. You loved it, a review. And you can send us an email too. We'd appreciate that too.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, Slappy, play us out. Are we living in the Matrix? Is our life just a simulation? If you want to travel the world in your gap year, save some money. Oh my god, catwalks, they're full of the weirdest high fashion. Is anybody even buying those clothes? Yes, because it's art.
Banana.
Go.
Sorry, I wanted the banana in there.
Banana.
All right, see you later, guys. Peace out.